such an idiot. All right. Music should stay there. That should be good. All right. Let me know how audio levels are. Everything should be good now. I think. Yeah, we should be good. Okay. So after the Sven nipple incident, this is going to go real well. Actually, I'm going to turn that music down. It's kind of distracting. There we go. That's better. Okay.
I don't have blue rack in somebody.
Okay, so this is kind of our this is kind of the standard meta right now, which is Drake, and then Bloomer, which we get pulled off. It buys the enemy team a couple extra seconds, but not significantly enough. I think they were trying to look for some sort of engage there. I do miss a heal here. So I want to actually point out right here. Let's see. Can I make this look better? Because this doesn't look very good. So I think this is only supposed to be 1080p. That's what this is supposed to be. Yeah, it is. All right. Well, that's going to have to actually just do this. It'll be easier to see this way. I'll have to try and remember to record this too. Anyway, so like right here, we should have actually capitalized on this. I don't think we pushed in far enough, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I throw the armor down. They do miss a mortar, which is actually pretty important, but I do get pulled because I run up way too quickly. That's actually really bad. I have this really, really large problem of, like, in being a frontline Sven, I don't understand why. I think it's just from my solo queue days, just that because I'm always used to killing people as Sven. Ed comments, the early pressure in point kind of seems to be for no reason, IMO. Usually when we try to interrupt early, we're trying to get mid-summon or something. They had a huge opportunity to get the orb and didn't do it, yeah. By the way, this was against Team Illusion, which is Dave's team. But yeah, I mean, generally, if you have that big of advantage, you want to go for D just because, yeah, the XP is nice for the other team when they get it, but it's so insignificant. Like the small 80 damage that the obelisk does every few seconds is really worth it. So I almost cost my team a death there by just like moving really forward, which is really bad. So again, just aggressive play by me, which is bad. So we have two people low there. I probably should have thrown the armor at them. We almost get the kill onto Ramsey, which is very, very unfortunate. I almost feel like we could have gotten that because I think Beckett was full HP. If I remember right. Let's watch this again. Okay, no, Beckett was only half, but HK probably could have gotten that if he actually would have stayed there. So that's a missed call on me. I could have just supported him better. That heal was unnecessary because Margrave was safe. Definitely should have just not used the heal because we could have all just gotten the bloomer and gotten the team heal instead of like just poking. One thing that we really tried to do on this map, because Illusion's comp was so aggressively focused and they didn't really have a front line, is we figured out about halfway through that we could just stand behind things and let them come to us and like force them into us, and it worked. But for some reason we did not like stick to that the entire game. If we stuck to that strategy, they would have been hard pressed to actually do anything. Mainly because they didn't have a front line. They had Amani, so that would have just counted out Amani almost instantly, and as well as the HK, because they would have had to been forced to like move closer to our front line, which we had the Margrave. So kind of keep that in mind. If an enemy team doesn't have a front line and a lot of range on Ghost Reef, use the terrain to your advantage. Because if you don't, generally this is what's going to happen. Is like we take control and then we lose it because we switch game plans for whatever reason. Yeah, no, Ed, I would definitely agree that we did not have control of Amani whatsoever. Our sub player Babbity couldn't play Trip well, from my understanding, and I don't think was comfortable with Wu. Ramsey was his main, so we just kind of like stayed. We just kind of let him play on that, which was fine. I don't really think that that's. I mean, yeah. The Amani really destroyed our Beckett, but I don't remember if it was here or if it was like 5 or so minutes after we just kind of realized that we're just taking. Because like look how exposed we are, like right here. Like we're so exposed because now the HK being exposed is actually fine, realistically in my opinion, because he has the shield, he has the anti-pull, or he can spec into the deflect shield, which is fine. HK has a lot of armor and a lot of HP to be exposed, and I can just kind of keep him up and, you know, whatnot. So, but the rest of us just kept getting poke damage, and I really, really, really hate that. Yeah, I mean, realistically, we definitely could have dived her, Ed. That's very true. See, another thing here was a really good stun there by Blue, but we didn't capitalize on it, and we should have. We switched targets for whatever reason. I don't remember why. I think either because he ran down the middle and we didn't want to expose ourselves, or something else happened. It was, yeah, see, I think the Wu missed his tongue there. Definitely did not get the engage that he wanted, which we could have, again, capitalized on that more than likely. I missed so many flasks on this map, it wasn't even funny. Like, it was really bad. The bot is here. Was the bot here to see this? I have no idea. I don't know what you're talking about, bot. But, anyway. Yeah, I mean, basically what had happened, Ed, is we'd figured out just to, like, stay in the shadows, but then I think we just got impatient is what realistically happened. Yeah, see, it's they missed the tongue, which is a huge thing for us. And, again, we're so exposed right here, we don't need to be out here. Those two don't need to be out there at all. Because they're just able to just come in and have their two range just, like, really, really pressure us really hard. And see, again, I'm, like, right here. There's no reason for me to be out here. Like, why? I'm just like, I'm going to help my team. It's like, no, you're exposing yourself. You have 75% HP. There's literally no reason for me to be out there. Just stay in the back. You want to stay back here. It's so much more important. Generally, we could die the Amani, but again, the Ramsey kind of hindered us a little bit just because we didn't have the kind of, you know, team comp that could really work with. Honestly, we probably should have just been more aggressive. But I think that we were just getting destroyed because we didn't have the Amani under control, which really sucked. Again, just a shitty heal by me. I mean, again, like we're not taking damage here, which is really what we need to be doing, because it's just we need to win the poke war, and we can do that just basically because we have the better team comp engaged there. So I'm low. I realistically should back off. I choose to drop the heal. Not a bad call by me. He does jump in. The Stormdrake is like basically FU. Really hope they nerf Stormdrake soon. Yeah. No, I would agree with that, Ed. I mean, we definitely had a lot more tighter win condition, I think. And again, I'm just missing flasks day and night. And again, I exposed myself there, which is just really, really crappy of me. Like, all my team's low. And the unfortunate part about the illusion, see, I should have not actually walked the other way. This was such a slow game. Like, I'm just now hitting level 3. Like, everyone's just, like, super low level. So Ramsey's there. Again, just exposing myself to unneeded poke and really, realistically, unneeded everything. Yeah. We did a good job at keeping B under control. And I think that was really important. Or a D, not B, D. We did a good job at keeping D under control. And see, that heal there onto Blue, if we go back just a little bit here. So, let's actually go back more. Okay. So here, we had seen the D try and go out there. Realistically, what I should have done is drop the jump pad instead. Because Rag's able to get out his Margrave, or Blue's able to get out his Margrave easily. Now Rag's in a lot of trouble, and I think he dies here because I'm not able to heal him. Yeah, no, okay. That was a different time. But we were able to pick up a good kill there on the Amani. For some reason, she was down there. We are trying to engage on the Ramsey, which we really should have. And again, I exposed myself there, which, again, this is a continuing problem that I just have, and I need to kick myself every time I do it. I'm so aggressive as Sven. I don't know why. It's just my mindset, I think. I just need to change that. But luckily, I don't get killed from that pull, which is actually a huge godsend for us. I hold my heal off here, which is actually really good because it gives my team a chance to regenerate their health, which is actually good. IMO right side is a lot better play in general, especially when situations against good Woo. Playing Freeman Ramp can get you pulled into some shitty... Yeah, and unfortunately, I kind of, like, saw that, which sucks. I mean, yeah, like, they had map control most of the time, but I think we had the team fight control a lot better than they did just because of the Margrave. The Woo definitely hurt us, but, yeah, it was really weird. It was just a weird game. Illusion played this game really well. So I dropped the bounce there. I'm not entirely sure why that bounce happened. I was lucky enough to get out of the focus. We don't body block this at all. No one's going for Amani here. That's actually really bad. We actually get super lucky and recover from that. How, I realistically don't know. I think we picked up a couple kills like really quick. Okay, so Amani's pressuring, like, keep in mind, Amani does a ton of damage on this wound. Like, she almost just gets it herself. We pick up one kill, which allows us to get a shield, and we pick up the Woo kill. That was Illusion's only mistake there. If that Woo would have just pulled out and let Amani shoot the wound, that probably would have been their wound easy. Like, look how small of a, like, it's literally 1 pixel away. Yeah, pressuring Amani out isn't necessarily a loss either, as long as she's not able to comfortably be a part of the fight. Yeah, but you just saw, like, we had no pressure on her whatsoever during that wound, and that was kind of their main damage dealer, other than the Beckett that they had. Or, excuse me, other than the HK. And the HK was already dead. So I mean, either way, it was a tough choice. Go for the Woo, let Amani pick at it. Go for Amani, let Woo pick at it. So, I mean, it worked out in our favor, but unfortunately, I think a better, I don't want to say better skill, that's unfair. A more coordinated team probably would have capitalized on our mistake a lot easier. So, again, here, me, just running up for no reason. Even though we called to go to C, I should have stayed back, let my entire team go, and then proceed to go with them. Which is something that I just see, like, there's no reason for me to be here at all. Margrave's not even there. I think I even beat him over there. The rest of my team's already back. Basically, position should be, I'm where my team is. My team should be where I'm at. That's how our engagement and push into C should realistically look. Yeah. So I choose to bounce Amani off of this to kind of throw her aim off a little on blue, which is the Margrave down here. I almost feel that probably wasn't the best decision because I should have just thrown it onto the Margrave to give him the damage reduction. Because the Amani's not going armor piercing, she's going the snapshot, which is what 99% of competitive teams do for basically ever, just because it just does more sustained DPS. I do have my heal still, but I'm still too far forward. Like, here is a good place where Woo can cliff me. He can pull me to the right, which is going to be up here. And actually, you know, my cursor's not actually captured. Let me change that. There we go. Now you can see this. So Woo can pull me up here. He can pull me over here. He can even pull me right here and get me completely out of position and basically having my team distracted and try and save me rather than the other way around. Snapshot, combat sniper, same bloody thing. They both go pew-pew. Again, the Storm Drake, I should have dodged out of that. I had plenty of stamina. Another misplay by me. Now, I do have the focus to save my team. I'm not honestly sure if that was the right choice to do, because no one was effectively low there. I want to watch this again. Yeah, I just used the heal. Okay, so right there, this was a good play for us. Now, Blue's going to die no matter what I do. They have the Amani, they have the HK backup, so there's no reason for me to try and save Blue. I should be focusing on the HK and Rag, which Rag's here and HK's here. Now, I dropped the focus there to save I think my mindset there is to drop the focus and save Blue from getting killed by Ramsey. But if we look at it, I need to find better scroll software. I'll look into that for next week. Okay, so blue doesn't have any debuffs on him. Because Ramsey was focusing on which RHK. So if blue gets out, this was a positive call. Okay, blue does not get out because of Monty and he was so low. So it wasn't a positive call. That's me that's me using a focus for just a quick reaction decision, and it didn't pay off. So next time I need to be more aware of how low people are and just try and not be more aware of pulling off a cool play or something like that. Because realistically what I should have done is let blue die, save my focus for this portion here. Did you call focus? I feel your name on Sven is not calling abilities before you use them. I honestly don't know. I know I was calling my heals and stuff quite a lot. Because that's another thing that I definitely was very bad on until you guys called me out on it. So we can... But see, like, having a focus here would more than likely be able to save these two people instead of just the one person who had 2 HP left. And I think they all die here. Yeah, see, that focus would have prevented Wu from focusing and possibly the HK from dying to Wu here. Okay, well, he got wrecked by Kren, so... My audio is off. Yeah, the webcam is weird. I don't know. Oh, the audio? Well, like the street, like the VOD audio is supposed to be down a lot better. So if Gren hadn't stepped in there, HK would have died, hands down. So hey, crazy pufferfish, how's it going, bud? Good to see you. Yeah, there's about a 10 to 30 second delay depending on what server you're on Twitch. So I used my heal there. Stupid idea again. There was no reason for me to use that heal whatsoever. Yeah, I mean, just realistically, a lot of bad decision making from me so far. Just not good decision making there. Again, so I think this is where we kind of realize, okay, we need to let them come to us because there's no legitimate reason for us to be out and so exposed. Realistically, what we could have done is what Ed mentioned, is going for C probably isn't the best idea all the time. And see, again, I'm exposing myself to that tongue, like he also mentioned. Just like playing off the ramp is just bad because it just opens me up for, I'm just a big floating target. So again, we overexpose ourselves. There's really just no reason for us to do anything. Okay, so I'm going to point out something here. So here, if we were all in this area here, we would have been able to turn on to Ramsey in about half a second and probably kill him if we were all here. Because, HK's out here, Rag's out here. If we were all sitting kind of here or even up here a little bit, we would have been able to turn on him and net an extra kill for us. So... in a lot of those situations, your heal isn't necessarily a bad thing at all. You guys aren't being fighting until your cooldown is up again. Yeah, no, I mean, I definitely agree there, but I think if they would have pushed in, that would have been a bad play, just because I could have used the heal a little bit more efficiently, I think. So, unfortunately he misses the stun, but if we were all there, he probably would have died, just because we would have all been there. And Wu misses the pull, which is a good thing for us. Basically, this fight comes down to D again, which is usually what happens. If they push you in, your healing is your friend. So yeah. No. I would definitely agree with that. I just think in that specific situation, it really wasn't necessary because they weren't pushing in on us. See, again, we're taking too much damage. There was no reason for Rag to be out there. Just like we're all over the place on this map. I think because at least my mindset was like, okay, we're taking too much damage. We don't want to actually take damage, and I think in like the next 5 minutes you'll see that like them coming to us just totally screws them over, if I remember correctly. Yeah, see, there's no reason for us to be out here right now. No one's low. Amani's just kind of plucking at us a lot. I am able to keep Win alive for a little bit. I mean, the bounce on the Ramsey there was actually really nice, but he was able to just live through it anyway, so it really wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, no, my heals are really good when I call them out. I definitely agree. So again, here we were overexposed, and because they had the Amani, they had the HK, just setting in E and like forcing them to either rotate here or rotate this way would give us the advantage because we have the Margrave, and we have Margrave has, you know, his focus, Beckett has focus, and Ramsey even has focus. So putting them in like a choke point here or even a choke point along this side is good for us because we can zone them out and just basically force them to make a stupid decision. No, Ed. I mean, I definitely agree. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate that. I definitely agree. Like, we were just like all over, and it really made no sense to do anything. Yeah, thanks, Ben. I appreciate that, bud. So again, I'm overexposed. Wu could easily kill me. Amani could just shoot me for free. Again, that's another thing, is because being exposed to, say, an HK or an Amani, you have to remember every hit, that gains them focus on their focus bar. So you're just giving them free focus. That's why Granny's not picked a lot in competitive, because her hands are just basically free focus generators. I love having a Granny if I'm playing Amani on Sanctum, and I just take the Boom Bolt upgrade that spreads fire to everybody. I get so much focus in like 10 seconds, it is not even funny. So it's so important to not like be overexposed, especially when they have a comp. It's really, really important. And this map is really, really important to kind of like this. Okay, this vid is actually a very good example of that. I think a lot of this game comes down to you guys getting too spread and playing into Amani sightlines. No, I would definitely agree. 100% agree. 100% agree. Yeah, and Dave also mentioned that the HK was just like overexposed 90% of the time. And realistically, we all were. Again, see, me being too far forward, I should be where Beckett is all the time. There's no reason for me to be right here. Like, why? Why on earth would Sven need to be here? There's just no reason for it. It's just me being greedy. I don't see a lot of Zenobias, Orus, or Zandoras and Ezreans in comps. You will see Orus and Ezreans every once in a while, depending on the comp. I think Ezrean's pretty decent on Ghost Reef, maybe. I don't like Orus, Zandora, or Zenobia. Zandora is just bad because her kit's terrible and makes no sense. Italian, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Zenobia just sucks. I mean, she's just bad. She's fun in solo queue if you can do like cliff games and stuff. But for the most part, she's just bad. Like there's like Sven can do what she does better. Anyone with slows or cripples can do what she does better. Ramsey has curse. Like there's really just no reason for Zenobia unless you're facing like an all melee comp, which never happens anymore. And then Oru just has literally no escapes. So if there's any assassin on the team, Oru usually just dies in about half a second. Same with like if there's an HK or an Amani, you can just get focused really easily. Ezrean, I think, is still up in the air, in my personal opinion. But yeah, we'll see. Play from your F entrance, use the cactus wall. Yeah. Yeah, it makes Mani fight you from her ramp side. Yeah, so what are you talking about is the cactus entrance going to be from like right here. There's a couple cactuses here. So it kind of forces her to be in like an awkward situation like over here or possibly even here to expose herself onto the C point so she can actually shoot this way. So yeah, like just hiding so it forces her to like do that. Yeah. So Lucky's really, really low there. I think we actually pick up a kill, but again, I'm overexposing myself to Amani, and I should be with my team. I do land a jump, which is decent. Beckett focus does finish off the Sven. Technically, a good use of a focus probably would have been better to hold on to it for a bigger engagement because we only got one kill and nothing really happened. So realistically, the enemy team was ahead there because they got rid of a Beckett focus. Like, a Beckett focus in a team fight is just, like, huge. So, using a Beckett focus or even a Sven focus for 1 kill when it's 0-0 generally is just a bad idea. And it's always a win for the enemy team.
I am pleased.
Ben, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate it. Yeah, Ed, that's also very, very good point there. So again, we're overexposed. We just have nothing here. Like, yeah. Thanks, Ace. Yeah, no, I mean, like, Ghost Reef, I think for any team is really hard because you have to always think about where you're positioned and where the enemy team's at. Like, that's really important. Yeah, he's stuck. Also, Kanan has a lot of terrain issues. Or I just find all the crappy ones because apparently no one ever experiences them than me. See, here, right here, this is really good. Like, this is actually really good positioning for us because our Margrave is over here by D, which he's not going to get engaged on. He's not going to get, like, focused because he has 2 different ways to escape. And there's no reason for them to tongue the Margrave because that'll be a tongue down. He's able to give us information because his sightlines are going to be mostly focused on this area. And then the rest of us are all clumped up here. And if he needs help, we can go jump on him.
I am pleased.
Dave, thanks for the call, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, it's just it's really important for us to have good positioning, and just kind of force the enemy team to come into us, especially when we're up 10. On Canyon, games usually last long because either the team's going to be hyper aggressive like Apex or Nimbus, or they're going to be hyper defensive. And right here, I don't know if yeah, right here they're actually trying to bait us, which is actually a really good play by Illusion. I think we actually blow Wu up here, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we stun him and just like, no, we don't. That was a different time. Never mind. I got your hopes up, so I'm sorry. But we do have a good kind of engagement there because we get on the Amani and just completely lead her, and now we just are forced to back off. F is still being overexposed there. I'm okay with me standing there because there's no one actually there to see a rag. So, I mean, yeah, it's like that engagement was actually pretty decent for us because we were able to pick up a good power lead and then get kind of control of the middle. But again, we're still exposing ourselves to the Amani, to the HK, to the Sven. And that's again, where a lot of this falls short in this match. So we're basically just kind of watching and waiting, which is what we should do the entire game. Because, Dave, I don't know if you guys would have been able to actually, like, realistically do good engages if we force you to come in. Because, see, even that Wu coming in and almost killing everybody, we were just able to capitalize on it really, really quick. Okay, yeah. I call my heals and there's no heals, which is great. Again, I shouldn't have been there just because that tongue could have really easily... Wow, I can't talk. So what I'm saying is no more Sven nipples? I don't know. Sven's nipples are pretty distracting. So Rag here just way too aggressive there, which is unfortunate. But, I mean, I think he was trying to kill the Wu, if I remember correctly. I did get the heal off, which was a miracle. I thought I had missed that, to be honest with you. Again, see, just here being... okay, so I want to back up here. All right, so Rag's being over-aggressive. I get the heal. I think he gets hit by Amani. No, I get hit by Amani because for whatever reason, I overexposed myself. I don't think that actually would have hit Rag if I had been there because my hitbox is bigger. And the Amani has the boom radius spread, which hits everyone and gains their focus. So because I did this, Rag's going to burn out and die. So that's my fault for being overexposed again. And again, we're all just not where we should be. These Ramsey and the Margrave should just be still in here. And we're all just like so spread out. It's ridiculous. If you guys are playing from your F to B point, you want the HK with you. If HK gets split on this map, he dies. Yeah, no, I would definitely agree with that, Ed. Alright, so we get the Rampage here, which is good for us, but we only have a 10 power advantage. And against the team comp that they have is actually really scary to walk into, even though they don't have a front line. So you, like our mindset was, should we go for this? Should we legitimately go for this? Turtle actually playing really aggressive here, which is really good. Kind of forcing our health to be really, really, really low. Really good play by Turtle there. And so we basically just go in. I do have blue kind of over there trying to soak up some damage, which isn't terrible. We are able to get this, but I throw my jump pad too early, and I also miss my heal, which just screws everybody over. So if I had held onto my jump pad there, now I basically threw it because I panicked and I thought I was going to die, so I wanted my team to have some sort of escape, which theoretically isn't a bad call, but I thought Wu was going to stick on me, and he didn't because he missed his Typhoon's Fury, which is actually really good for me, but that means my jump pad was in the worst place possible, and I think I panicked here and just started throwing shit. Shut up, Flim. I don't need to play more greedy. That's my problem, was I already play greedy. Yeah, that right there, the Wu was actually way too aggressive there, and which was bad. If Win had had his days cannon up, Wu probably would have died. So we get a good trade there. They're up by 10. Yes, it doesn't give us a lot of like advantage or disadvantage, but again, the issue. Yeah, I know my stam control sucks on Sven. I'm not gonna lie, I love his physics, so I just get really I get really happy when he bounces. I don't know. It's a soothing therapeutic thing for me. I have no idea. But it's something that I'm working on. I throw the cracked armor there and I expose myself, and I think I do die from here because I was an idiot. I didn't have cripple on me, and I don't know why the high jump didn't work. I want to watch it again. Can I watch this in slower motion, please? Playback. Speed. Slower. That's not at all. So I get hit with a mortar. I don't know why it doesn't let me jump. I don't have cripple, unless I did it in the cripple animation. Just didn't actually show.
I am pleased.
Quick Paladins, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that so much. Thank you very much. So good stun there by Blue. I don't know what happened there. I think Wu just CC'd him really well. And so we weren't able to capitalize on that, which is really unfortunate. At this point, we should have backed off. There was no reason for us to be aggressive. We're super exposed. Amani's out of the fight. She's going to be able to basically heal up and just start shooting our team. And I think Blue and the HK go in a little bit too far. Yeah, Blue just has like no HP. He has to get out. Wu is actually very low. And Rag's able to pick him up there. We are able to, I think, get the Sven, if I remember correctly. Rag dives way too deep. And they're just able to pick him off real quick, and I have nothing for him because I had already used everything to try to keep him alive. So, right there, we got the pick on... Oop, too far.
I am pleased.
Kings, thanks for the follow, bud. Appreciate it. So we got the pick there. That does give us a decent catch-up rate, but catch-up, I like catch-up, it's good. Anyway, but... the issue is the only people that are committed to going inside are the two squishiest heroes on our team. So we see this Fen. Logically, we should be able to kill him. I am not throwing my RMB here. I should have thrown my RMB and my LMB at the same time, as well as the Q up a little bit higher, probably good amount right there, which probably would have landed about right here, which would have bounced him back. And we could have secured that kill. Rag could have used the jump pad to get out, and I could have healed him on the way, and I might have died. But realistically, that would have put us at a 80 to 100, which would have given us a pretty decent amount of shield. But instead, this happens. I just completely... I don't know. I think I panic throw. So the worst thing you can do as a Sven is just go, button mash, and just everything just doesn't work. Because my pool landed here, and it should have landed right there. Because Sven was able to basically jump over it before it landed on the ground. And so, oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't even throw it until later. So yeah, that unfortunately kills most of our team because the Amani was able to focus, and we just get completely stomped. And I think I die here because I don't have cripple. No, okay, it got off. I think I still die here actually. Yeah. Do I focus for this? I don't remember. Yeah, that was just stupid. Yeah, I should have used focus there instead, and not used focus there. We are able to actually grab this and turn this around, which is actually decent for us. That's actually really good. I'm not sure why the jump pad was there. I think I was trying to block Ramsey. Okay, so this is actually really good for us. This is how an engagement on 2C should work. It should be 2 squishies in the back, Ramsey kind of in the middle just in case Wu gets one of us so he can just turn around. HK Margrave in the front. This is how things should run because you run up and you're able to, okay, we need help in the back. Margrave should just be able to turn around and then come backwards, and HK the same way. So we made a lot of good engagements and choices there, but using my focused for just that one Ramsey incident wasn't the right choice there because now we don't have a Sven focus, and that can easily turn the tide in games real quick. So I want to watch how this goes down. I don't know why I didn't take the 6 seconds there. I have no idea why. I just don't know. Alright, so Rag uses a jetpack offensively, which isn't bad. Wu actually pulled onto the HK, and he had the anti-pull, which is great. That's awesome. That's awesome for us. That's really, really good for us. Hey, no drop frames. Yay. Okay. Right here. This is where we take control of the map, I think, for like 5 minutes or something. It could be even shorter. I don't remember. This was a very long game. Yeah. Yeah, so the call is to back off. I don't know if that was the right call. I almost want to say yes because they're all still up. We realistically don't have a lot of abilities left. We've used most of them to kill the creature, and we've already forced them off the point. We could have obbed it, but I almost feel like that would have put us in a lot of danger. Maybe it didn't, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But because blue's so low, we definitely just need to back off. And the issue was there is we didn't back off quick enough. So you have to keep that in mind too. If your shout caller or your team agrees to back off, back the fuck off and just leave. There's no reason. You're up 10. You have the advantage. Margrave has a focus. The enemy team doesn't have any, and you want them to force you to come to you, especially with the team comp that you're facing. So we don't back off as efficiently as we should right here. HK should be kind of in the back here, kind of watching over here, or even possibly even over here, kind of getting a good sight line here. Beckett and myself should always be over here, along with, like, Margrave is okay over here, and Ramsey just kind of can do whatever he wants. It's because he's Ramsey. It's okay here. In this situation, it's okay to have Rag be by the Margrave, but these two positions should be switched because Rag can easily be pulled all the way back to C, and he can probably get blown up real quick. Yeah, see, Wu's looking for something there. At this point, there really shouldn't be anything happening other than just me throwing DPS flask. I shouldn't use a heal. I shouldn't really use a jump because it's 3 versus 4, and Amani is going to be focusing on me and no one else, and I can easily hide behind something if I need to. Yeah. So that heal was awful. That was both of my teammates were at full health, and I throw my heal. Reasons. Yeah. They have full health. My heal is thrown. I only threw it just to get rid of the debuffs, which really wouldn't have ticked for that much damage. So see, Amani is focusing me, which is fine, not a big deal. But I don't have heal for 10 seconds, and that completely screws over Ramsey as well as Rag, who's going to dive way too far, gets pulled unfortunately, and like we get really lucky here because I'm able to have my heal up in time to heal Rag again and give him that debuff immunity for the mortar, which is actually really used, which is really good. Yeah, my use of Q is actually terrible. On this particular map, it's just bad, Flim. It's just bad. Like I made a lot of really shitty plays here. So we know where Ramsey is. Like we saw him go up here, move this way. My absorption flash should have been right here or kind of right here to force him in that awkward position of moving around it or possibly even getting hit by it, so we know where he's at. Yeah, see, the stun gets Turtle, which was really good. Good jump attack there. And the heal was decent. I feel like probably could have done better. So here, I also dropped the absorption for some odd reason. The heal's good there because it does give my teammates debuff immunity as well there. It doesn't do as much healing as I'd like, but it does at least save them for the time being. Right here, we should just do nothing. There's no reason for us to be aggressive, and there's absolutely no reason for us to take any more damage until D comes up. We should just wait for D. If they engage on E, great. We should be able to capitalize on that. Not with my team again there. Decent positioning, but I definitely could be a little bit better there. Okay, so here comes Ramsey. And we played this like ass. Like we were really bad. I'm gonna actually back up here. So Rag's low. He should just stay by the bloomer. Okay, so here I have to throw my heal down or Rag dies because Woo's here, Ramsey's there, HK is gonna come up to here. Amani possibly could also come up here. Also, Sven could come up here. Amani could also come up here on the right side. So I use my heal, and I actually get him, which that never happens because I think he was still mid-animation from the ground to there, which is good. That's good for me, but now here's the HK. We have literally no one on the HK because he's right here. Everyone is facing to go this way. HK pulls a great mortar here to like really screw me over. Very good mortar play there. I like that because it really forces Rag into a really shitty position. Okay, so here we are just like everywhere. It sucks. Like we are blue is over here. Blue should be over here. Rag took too much poke damage just from the previous engagement because he was over here too long and got hit by Amani. Now, unfortunately, the stream VOD's really blurry, but these two are pretty good on health. So Win should be okay. Ramsey should be decent. Blue is also full HP, which is really good for us. I know, dude. The level 10 weapon set for HK is so cool. So we actually are okay. Blue's a little bit too far forward on D, but he is able to get out. And just, so here we should just reset. Just reset. There's nothing we need to do. We have control of D. We have a Storm Drake on G, which is able to pick at D. So the Storm Drake's radius here is actually like all the way out here. This circle does not represent where they can actually fire. It's a lie. So Rag should, after he got hit, Rag should just go back to E. And there's no reason he should try and poke out over here. And which is what he does, which is good. So we're all just healing up. We're basically all just kind of staying there and making sure that. Okay, so I also want to point out something here. Wu should just be like sitting on here, just waiting for me, because he's already seen me peek this 3 or 4 times. At least Ramsey probably has. So he should just be like there and just pull me, and his team should capitalize on that. So that's a misplay by me, and just like being overly cocky or overly Svenny. I'm not sure what kind of term you want to use. And see, See, they can't. They literally can't do anything. This is a perfect example of why we should always just stay hidden, because they're literally all grouped right here. Turtle's waiting. Obviously, Turtle's the bait, and he wants us to waste skills on it. And they are looking to basically just pounce on whoever comes into D, which is going to be blue. Let me get a drink of water. All right, so we know that they're going. See, again, we overexpose ourselves here because HK throws the mortar. Rag should be like over here by E, and should only be aggressive when he needs to hit targets. So again, just taking a more unnecessary damage. So they're not collecting. Amani's doing a good job at watching our corridor on our E point, which is decent. See, right there, right there. That woo pull was excellent, excellent, excellent use of just abusing my stupidity. I do get out, thankfully. He doesn't chase me. He would have killed me if he did. And again, overly poking myself. I should have dodged there. I had full stam. I was more concentrating on what my team was doing than watching my own health, which is another bad thing that I do a lot of the time. Yeah, so me and Blue both go. I did not actually announce that I had it, I don't believe. Rag does use his focus here, which kind of puts them off of collecting or really interacting at all. I don't have a heal for Blue, which is he's gonna take basically a full HK barrage right now. So we call for the push there. Rag picks up a great kill on the woo here, and Demon's stupidly low. I don't think I can save him. Yeah, no, I'm not able to, because Amani's weapons does pierce. So you have to be careful with that. Why we're over here, I have no bloody clue. We should just stay back. There's no reason for us to chase, except I guess we wanted kills. I'm not sure. I couldn't actually remember what the process was here. So a good absorption mate. I'm honestly not sure what happened there. Oh, that's right. Little fun fact. If Gren's up here on there, you can't actually pass to this area because the model is invisible all the way to the ground for some reason. They haven't fixed that. Yeah. So Gren almost screws our whole team over. Yeah. But that wouldn't have happened if we were all the way back on E, just preparing to go into the gauge. And now the shitty part is, Beckett's low, HK's low, and I believe Ramsey is low as well. Yeah, so now Turtle's just going to do some really good there. Just kind of pressure us and make us, basically force us off the wound. And at that point, we were able to capitalize on that kill, but we should have gone for C. We should have gone for C there. I believe I died a woo here. No, I don't. No, I don't. Okay. Okay, so we do make the right call and get C, which is good, but I'm still too far forward. Wow. I have about 150 HP, give or take. Now, granted, a lot of my team is actually very high in HP, but one assassin could blow me up in about half a second. So there's no reason for me to be this high at all. And they don't actually take advantage of that for whatever reason. But now that Sven does throw the flask and really screws me out of position here, I am forced to drop that, and the Storm Drake just tanks me. It's terrible. Decent heal there for the Margrave. Probably didn't need to use that because he was already going to the Bloomer. I should have realistically saved it for Rag, who was already taking way too much damage, and then, yeah. So, one of the things you have to really kind of understand is that once this wall's gone, Amani basically has free reign, and you want to start hiding back here, kind of over in this area, possibly even onto G point with Margrave and some other mobile character kind of looking out on the map and kind of giving you direction there. Because you just saw Rag's like, I got it! No! Bad! So, yeah. He does put up the Poison Cloud, which actually is really good. It really screwed my focus over. I don't know if that was a good focus, to be very honest with you. In my head, now that I'm re-watching this, I don't think it was a good focus. because nothing happened. I think I just barely missed all my key targets. And yeah, I didn't, again, not using absorption matrix just because I'm an idiot. Just because I'm a bloody idiot. Yeah. So we realized we're gonna have to hide again, basically, and it just. This was a really stressful game. Like, I'm watching this and just being still stressed out. I'm still watching this, just being like, I'm really stressed watching this. So Win, again, taking the damage is okay. He does have the armor and whatnot to really just kind of peel for himself. But we're down so far that we realistically need to push a point, or not, like, nothing good's going to come of it. Which I think we eventually realize. So Rag over there is actually a decent because he's able to give vision. The only issue is if he were to get pulled by Wu, it's really bad. Thankfully, the Wu does miss his tongue. That would have actually been horrible for me if I'd gotten pulled, because he was pulling right to the middle. We do decide to rush on to C. The Stormdrake fires at the exact same time, which was terrible timing for us. Again, jumping in combat is just terrible. Good heal there, and Absorption Matrix just kind of pulling the team out of the way there. Unfortunately, Stormdrake almost tanks Rag to almost nothing. All right, so we're able to pick up and really do a good job here at making sure that everyone stays alive. But the major issue is I go over to C and try and collect. I don't understand that. I think my mindset was trying to force them to make a dumb decision, which is okay, at the same time stupid, because if Wu would have pulled me, I would have died pretty quickly. So we call the back off probably about 5 seconds too late. Because even if they were to take C, actually no. We back off because we don't have blue. So I screwed that up. I didn't actually get that. I'm glad Wu didn't pull me. We do have the control, but unfortunately, since they summoned C, it gave them power, and Rag died because he was overexposed again. I want to watch it again. What is Rag's health? Let's see here. Yeah, I know. My stam control and Sven's really bad. Okay, so as soon as I said, Rag, I have nothing for you, he should have just backed off, which I believe he did. Yeah. So Rag should have went from there to there. Period. Nothing. Like, that should have been it. Or even from there to there. Actually, I'm sorry. That's an actual horrible idea. He should have went from where he is in now to F. That way, he's completely out of the way of Amani's fire, and he doesn't have any chance of actually getting picked off. So I go for C here. I drop Absorption Matrix on myself, which realistically isn't a good idea. And I'm forced to heal Rag because he's still in the fight. Again, he should have just gone to F and heal up. So that's what happened. Rag's really low, and basically Amani just says hi, bang. Yeah. For some reason he's fighting in the middle. I don't know why. He should have just been at F. Yeah. So they get the push, which sucks because it's an auto wound, and there's nothing we can do unless we get 2 kills. And even then, I don't think we would even be able to actually do anything. Yeah. Yeah, the orb still was a bad call because he should have just been at F. So this is actually a good chance to kind of look at the screen and just kind of see how much more better their team is at securing the kills, which is like a lot. Level difference, we're actually even, which is good. That means this is a very even game so far. But just the differences in kills is like night and day. So it's going to be auto, which is fine. At this point, with blue up, we probably should have pressured C a little bit sooner, and not like just dilly-dallied. We went for C pretty much exclusively, and I think what we need to do is change it up and go for B, and just see kind of what happens. This, I mean, going into a storm break in that corridor is pretty much suicide. So not having it again, just taking too much exposed damage. Ramsey's gonna go for Rag, and I think Rag dies here because he took too much damage. Yeah, no, he doesn't. Okay, so that's good. That's good. But I'm basically forced to use it on Rag in case they dive. So we're taking too much damage here. HK is going to pop a focus, and we are going to be able to kind of capitalize a little bit. For some reason, I run right through the middle, right into Wu, and this is where I die because I'm an idiot. Yeah, they're on me. There's nothing I can do. Actually, no. Yeah, the block comes in. Turtle's still on my butt here, and there's nothing I can do. Unfortunately, yeah, just okay. So let's rewatch this here. Like that all happened. Okay, so the main issue is Rag took too much poke damage. Is what is basically what's happening. There's no reason for him to be exposed out here, and there's no reason for myself to be exposed out here. The like Babity and Margrave are going to be fine by themselves there. Like Sven's not really that much of a threat. Amani's not that much of a threat unless the entire team collapses on them. Then I'll get worried. So Rag's really low, and Ramsey here basically climbs up, jump attacks, and then goes right for Rag. Wu's also trying to find a pull. He doesn't get it. Okay, here, I should have just stayed here. Just not move. Our team goes in. We shouldn't have done that. There was no reason for us to go in at this point. It's 0-0. We don't need to be aggressive. They have Amani, and there's just no reason for it. So the HK's focus was good until Wu leapt, and all the damage was basically negated because he was able to just outrange it and basically go right to the bloomer. So we wasted the HK focus. I should have gone this way instead of the around way to E because we did lose E, which sucks. Because I'm sorry, no, we didn't. That's Margrave. Lol. I was able to survive here because Margrave blocked the pull, which was great. But Ramsey was able to finish me off pretty easily. He does have the exposed armor. Unfortunately, there was nothing that we could have done, and Beckett being over aggressive, myself being over aggressive, it did not work out well for us. The trade was 30-40 in their favor, plus getting an HK focus out of the way, which is huge in team fights. Yeah. No. I mean, you're 100% right. Like my absorption stuff is really bad in this match. Like really bad. We don't have F upgraded yet either, so they basically cap first, which is fine. Babity takes too much poke damage again. Win takes too much poke damage. So basically, when we're down like that, we just should hide, and if they want to take E, that's fine. That's 10 points instead we gave them 30, which is just bad. Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, no. Flim actually brings up a good point. Sven, you kind of want to be in and out. You don't want to like stay in one place too long. So like here, there's no reason for me to do this right here at all. I should have just stayed back and wait for my team to go in because I can sprint in and be there in half a second. This exposes me to Wu, Ramsey, all the kinds of bullshit. Again, still too far up. Still way too far up. Ramsey's in a good position because he can watch my back, so that's good. Storm Drake again giving us the middle finger, which sucks. So Wu comes in, and see again, Ramsey was able to turn on Wu, and I believe his tongue was actually down there. So Mortar's gonna go in, pretty good Mortar there by Win. So I don't drop Absorption Matrix again. Hey Satori, how's it going, bud? Definitely could have dodged better from that Storm Drake. I honestly have no idea how I got stealth. I legit don't know how. Oh, Ramsey's focused. I forgot. So I use Absorption Matrix on myself like a greedy dick. I probably could have actually saved Babbity there, but I'm just like, no, I need to get away. And I use it on myself. It's just terrible play there. Terrible play. Blue actually picks off, which is good. That's a good pick we needed. Again, I don't know why I go this way. It was such a stupid idea. Such a like I wouldn't have died if I went the other way. It was such a bad call. And I think this is game, actually. Okay, so we kill one. Do we actually turn this around? Yeah, we do. Yeah, because they overcommit, and this focus, I thought we were screwed on this focus. The HK wasn't able to get the damage in time, and we team wipe them, which is great. Like, for us, yeah, but in that situation, I definitely should have tried to save my teammates more than myself. So this is great for us. Their team is completely down, and what we should have done is split push. We should have just gone for, most of us go for A, and then either, and then more than likely myself and Margrave go for C, is what we should have done. So Ramsey and Beckett go to A, and realistically HK should have went to, because they should be able to kill A quick enough in 16 seconds where we would have had this down to a low enough point where they could have just walked by and shot it and then ran away. So that call and like that rotation should have happened a lot quicker too. I hate Storm Drake so much. They're such bullshit. So this is super risky. This is super fucking risky. They're all up. They're all going to go on the left, and they're all going to land realistically by about here. So them landing here gives us like almost no time to escape whatsoever. Like, I am super thankful their reaction time like was really slow, because we have stayed here 5 seconds too long. Still too long. Yeah. So the jump pad was good. We have control of C now. We're up ahead. This is actually really good, but the issue is now we don't have a lot of skills left. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the for some reason, for us staying there was just bad. It was just bad. So, our 10 power advantage, like, or our 20 power advantage is like melted. So Blue's, I think, able to finish Sven. Oh, no, he's not. So I go in here for whatever reason, and like me and Rag are just way too aggressive. I missed the heal. We're still up by 20. We luckily are able to actually still take advantage of this. Blue's like super low, and he's gonna get focused on, and I eat wasted focus, which just sucks. So yeah, that's a focus wasted for me, which is awful. I get stuck on the terrain again because this game hates me. I missed the armor on Win, which is terrible. He's forced to use focus as a panic, which definitely should not have happened. But we do get a Sven focus out of the enemy Sven to try and do whatever, which is actually good. That was a decent bubble. I love how it just sits there in the air. But unfortunately, Rag does go down because Amani's still not taken care of. I'm still in a good position here because I'm able to assist my team and not actually take damage. But the issue was we stayed too long at A. Literally all of that probably would not have happened because we were low. They were able to chase and get a lot of range damage on us. So if we would have, I think, still split 3-2 on 3 on A and 2 on C as their team was dead for 16 seconds, we probably would have been able to capitalize on that push a lot better. That's my opinion. Alright, so good heal there onto blue. He does get the jump pad, and I think I body block him and kill him. No, okay, so he doesn't die yet. But yeah, you see he went towards F to heal instead of going towards the E, which is great. So now we're like freaking out. Well, no, I would definitely agree on that. But for 16... What? The fudge? Okay. Oh, wow. Like, that, like, scrolled through the entire plaything. That sucks. Okay. So, I definitely agree on that, but I think that because we still had 16 seconds and they were dead and we had just gotten there, I think that that split push probably would have worked. Now, generally, yes. If they're dead, we just go for 1 point, put an ob on there, and back off, and we're fine. But I think that if we would have split all of our DPS onto A and then come back into C as we're leaving, we probably would have been okay. But generally, yes, I would definitely agree to not, like... Gosh, that Storm Drake. So we push in for whatever reason. This is a really messy fight. I still haven't used my heal yet, which actually is really good for me, because we're in control of the fight still, and I haven't like overcommitted any of my skills, which is really good. Keep in mind you gotta run away too. Yeah, no. I mean, yeah. So yeah, Rag unfortunately gets picked off by the Ramsey, which is okay. But this is where we just lose full control. Like we just go stupid for whatever reason. And I expose myself again because I'm an idiot. Like that cost my team a lot, unfortunately. And I think actually Wu dies. Yeah. All right. So Wu is able to actually die there, which is really good.
Probably got to burn out. It's close.
Yeah. No, I would definitely agree with that, Flim. Again, my flask play on this map was awful, like really bad. So we are realistically down and in a really bad situation because both of these points are going to cap. And that's going to put us at 70, and that's going to put them at 90. All they have to do is push in, kill us, and win because the wound is already so low. Now, the issue that we have is our HK is down and had just died. So that's a 10 seconds without one of our main DPS. They have a Wu, not that big of a deal. And he's going to be up. So we're basically ready for a push. Why Rag is on D, I have no bloody idea. That was just such a bad position for him to be in. We're on C mainly because we have to do this, or I think we just outright lose the game. And our philosophy was, well, wins up, we have to interrupt C, just go for it. I have a focus. Alright, so the focus hits. Again, just really overexposed, really stupid positioning right there. So the Rag, unfortunately, the heal on Rag misses. I do have to use the focus, and to try and get away. I think I actually die here. Yeah.
Ramsey's here. I need peel.
So okay, so Rag is able to. Okay, so we pick up 2 kills there. It just doesn't matter. We're basically dead here. Yeah. So super late going to C, which Maple is correct, and basically we don't focus the targets that we need to. Our team just gets spread out too much, and yeah, that's basically the game there, unfortunately. And I think my only focus is just like Rex our wound in like 3 seconds. Yeah, see, no one actually goes for that, which could have bought us more time, but I don't think it would have. So, all right, this fight's actually